My Medici family. My Arrakis. Imagine if the spice in Dune was garlic powder. You think the Fremen would be like more juiced or less juiced? More juiced for sure. What if it was bacon salt, bro? It's so true. It tastes different for everyone. I believe that Frank Herbert probably wrote that. Me, when I'm born into a Fremen sietch on the planet of Arrakis, but I have the 1 in 10,000 gene that makes me allergic to spice. Oh, fuck. Oh, shit. Do you guys have any food without spice in it? Oh, you one of them. You're one of them, right? That thinks they're allergic to spice? When I was a kid, nobody was allergic to spice, bro. Kids went outside all day. We rang the dinner bell. They came home and they had spice soup. No, I actually have a doctor, a shaman diagnosed me with spice intolerance. Yeah, sure. Yeah, you're the 8th person with spice intolerance today. Me, when I'm a man and I go to the fucking Reverend Mother's temple on the south side of Arrakis. You want some water of life? We don't have any fucking water of life. Only women are allowed to drink it in the Dune universe, except for Lisan Al Gaib. I don't want to spoil the whole movie for you, but it's made like $500 million at the box office. So I assume many of you that were motivated to see it have seen it already. POV, I'm trip-sitting you, but I remember the time that you only came into existence because of 3 centuries of plotting by a pseudo-religious group of psychics. Hey, put your hand in this fucking box real quick. Yeah, oh, it hurts, does it? Yeah, I've got an incredibly sharp needle right next to your jugular vein right now. Yeah, I stole it from Chad. And I'll do it again. Bop, bop. I want a high-speed rail, but how did California spend $9 billion without even laying one track, bro? Listen, as you get older, we absolutely have to take this. As you get older, one of the easiest traps to fall into is the idea that, like, we forgot how to, like, build things. And I know that it's easy because I recognize it, like, within myself. But it does kind of, like, drive you crazy a little bit. When you see, like, oh, it cost, like, $8 million to build the entire interstate in 1951. And now, like, you can't do shit for, like, it costs, like, $8 million to put, like, a new slide in a park. Like, it's out of control. Okay, you didn't have to give me 2 rares that I can't even afford for 1. But wait, this, oh, you can't sell it. It's eternal. That's right. That's fine. But I think, like, one of the answers is, like, you know, there's been a lot of inflation since 1951 when Dwight Eisenhower was president. And then the other one is that, like, back in the day, I think they just fucking sent it. Which, like, if you're living in the now, you're like, that's sweet. I'm so happy they sent it because now I have all this infrastructure. But, like, if you lived at the time, you were like, what the hell? Like, my uncle just lost, like, his arm building the fucking toll bridge. Now they got safety, they got, you know, they got other higher level concerns. Just one more lane, bro. My toxic trait, I believe there are some situations, it's not going to be popular. I understand the concept of induced demand. But when I'm driving, there are situations where I'm like, one more lane would go fucking crazy here. Especially driving on the Vancouver streets where during rush hour, they open one extra lane, but the rest of the time, there's like street parking in one lane and then one open lane. I'm like, man, one extra lane would really hit the fucking spot right here. The problem is, I was talking about this in the Discord yesterday. You can't just add more lanes. Well, I mean, there's multiple problems, I guess, but because, like, what are you supposed to do? We already got, like, stores and houses and stuff like that. What can you do, man? Can't be like, hey, Boston Pizza, move your entire store back like 6 feet. We need to build another lane here. It can't be done. You ever hear of eminent domain? What's eminent domain? The government takes your stuff? Is this allowed? Without, like, if you've got, like, a punitive situation, I understand it. But, like, if you're just fucking chilling, they can be like, we need to build, like, a hospital here or something like that? Yeah? Really? I'm starting to understand why people go into politics, man. That sounds kind of sick. They pay you big time for it? Oh! Me for the next 10 years, anytime I talk to somebody, man, the exact location of my house would be a killer place for a SkyTrain station, bro. It'd be fucking sick to have a SkyTrain station out here. You wouldn't believe how crazy it would go. Yeah. No, Justin Trudeau, no, don't use eminent domain to take over my house to fucking build the space elevator. No, they'd never build a space elevator here. I'm fucking, like, light years away from the equator, right? That's a big deal. I don't know. They're never going to build it anyway. They can't even build a fucking anything anymore. I don't know why I'm talking about the constraints of building a spaceport. Like, that's... maybe we could just focus on, like, getting the SkyTrain down to UBC first, but... I digress. Did you see the city of Vancouver's planning outdoor watch parties for the playoffs? That's actually like a cool civic thing. I'll give them that. But I can't shake the feeling that our team is cursed. And it's okay. I mean, it's the first time we've made it to a legitimate playoffs in like 9 years. But like, we have not been playing very well lately. We clinched the playoffs because the Sharks won a game, which is extremely rare. Immediately, the social team changed all of the... They're selling t-shirts that say, like, playoffs clinched and stuff like that. And I'm like, you can't... It's just too... They're too high on their own supply right now, bro. Did you buy one? No, they always do. The Canucks always sell, like, merch that ages like milk, bro. Like, when we... I forget who we beat when we were bad. But in the press conference, like, one of the players said, like, you can't be losing to a team like that. And then they started selling team like that merchandise that's like, no one makes fun of us. How did we do that season? I'm pretty sure we came fucking third last in the entire league. But at least they sold, like, you know, $1,200 worth of t-shirts. It's just, it's a little, like, little brother syndrome, man. Weren't you guys first in the league this year? We were for a bit. We're still, like, up there. We stand a good chance. We stand a good chance to be first in the Pacific. We'll probably be first or second at the end of the season. But in the playoffs, I don't know. Like, I would love to be proven wrong. And at the end of the day, like, I don't know anything more than anybody else about sports. I mean, like, we must be pretty good. We've won a lot of games this season and haven't lost that many. But at the same time, I'm like, I don't know. Just the vibe I get, which admittedly is completely unscientific, is first round elimination. But again, you know what is funny to me? I was thinking about this yesterday. The Twitter algorithm thinks that I'm very, like, basketball, football, etc. pilled. Everybody loves to dunk on, like, tweets from 8 years ago where a scout saw Patrick Mahomes in the combine and tweeted, like, oh, he's too small to make it. I give him a B- rank or something like that. And then, like, you know, 8 years later, people are like, wow, you're, like, dumb as hell. But everybody that posts sports takes is dumb as hell. If your sports takes were always 100% right, you would be working for the organization, man. The fact that the people who are in the industry every day still get things wrong, instead of being like, that guy's dumb, you should be like, this shit is hard, man. It's an imperfect science. Every sports fan that tweets about sports is destined to have some horrible takes if they tweet about it long enough. It's like gambling, you know. Eventually, your credibility is going to go to zero. Like, there are people who are not NHL scouts that will, like, get in arguments every spring over, like, who should go fifth in the draft. And I'm like, I know you motherfuckers didn't fly to Malmo to see this 16-year-old kid play, like, fourth defenseman for a fucking Swedish league team. What are you talking about? Well, the scouts really like the way he moves his feet. I think we could really use a... But you didn't watch him, bro! You didn't watch him! You haven't seen the games. Half of the people, they're not even watching their own team's games. They're just looking up the JFresh cards. Anyway, I digress. Let's do some math, okay? Full house would be bad because we lose 20 molt right off the bat. 3 of a kind would give me 60 times 23. That's enough. And maybe I've even played the one before. A pair will give us 30 times 22 times 30 times 29, which is also enough. Okay. All right. I will risk it, because math don't lie. I would love to get the... I was just going to say, just to make sure, it would be nice to get the bonus card in there, but still. Man hems and haws so much over playing a hand that's worth more and will be worth even more if you keep playing it. Man has named himself Ashereen was taken. It's like the first 3 words out of a Brandon Sanderson novel. It's like the Call Me Ishmael for Warhammer 40k players. Not to mention, every word is capitalized. Bro's got the damn Pascal case going. What are we doing here? Also, it's not hem and ha. It's and ha. Which is what I do when I'm watching a Wes Anderson movie. First you get a little bit of and then you get a little bit of How droll, Wes. Wesley. What did Brandon Sanderson do to you? Be one of the most famous living fantasy authors, so as a result, his name is always top of mind when I'm making fun of people for reading, which really doesn't make any sense. It speaks more to my own insecurities than anything else, I suppose. Hey, anybody here from Europe, by the way? I saw some stuff on Twitter yesterday. Is it common in Europe to make jokes about Swiss police officers? There was like a there was a tweet that went viral and made its way into my algorithm. And it was like, I'm in Switzerland standing next to a random car. Police officer comes up to me and says, "You can't park there." I say, "It's not my car." He says, "Don't argue with me. You have to move your car or I'll give you a ticket." He says, "It's not my car." He says, "Okay, I warned you. Here's your ticket." I said, "It's not my car." But then like all the replies were other stories that people had of dealing with the police in Switzerland. And I don't know if they're recycled jokes because I didn't grow up in Europe. But like, is this a common situation? Somebody said, like, my girlfriend was on vacation in Switzerland and she jaywalked. And the Swiss police stopped her and said it's illegal to jaywalk here. And they made her walk back to the crosswalk and cross it normally. As if like that undoes the problem in the first place. Is like, go back and do it right. You gotta un-jaywalk. I did think it was funny though. I thought it was very funny. You gotta moonwalk across the street. That's why they call it the Xbox 360. When you see it, you turn 360 degrees and moonwalk away. I also, on the Peloton today, I did a 60-minute scenic ride in Lucerne. Oh, this is huge, brother. We just won. I gotta tell you, they shouldn't call it a 60-minute Swiss scenic ride. They should literally call it, okay, don't blink, your ophthalmologist is about to shoot a puff of air at the back of your cornea. I'm sure that there's cities, but this entire ride was just a dirt road with 2 enormous green fields on the side of it and like a farmhouse in the distance. It triggered my PTSD, man. People with functioning eyeballs will never understand. It's true. This one's for those of us who basically are only alive today because of Ben Franklin. I wear -8, bro. I would have been dead like 12 years ago. I hear you. I hear you. I don't even know what my prescription is, but it's bad. I know it's bad because I was talking about LASIK with my wife, and I've always said, like, I don't want to get LASIK. I don't mind wearing glasses. It's no big deal. But now I feel like I am actually pro LASIK because you can probably see, you can see it in the thumbnails too. When I look directly at the camera, my lenses are so thick that it bends light and it makes it look like my head goes like whoop, whoop. Like it creates like a divot in my head where, especially if I like turn to the side, you can actually see like the wall Like, not even in the camera frame. Like, it bends the light so much, you can actually see stuff that's like 270 degrees off of my left eyeball. It's crazy. Okay, Corbin Dallas said, oh, it's this game again. You can't take affectations from normal speech and then translate them directly into text in every situation, okay? In real life, someone could say, oh, they could feign surprise. It's this game again. But in text, you got time to let those emotions percolate, man. It's the way... This is not real speech. You don't have to put an in there. An asterisk, exclamation point, sigh. Why do you always say Hierophant wrong? Because it's a fucking cooked up Dead Poets Society ass word? Because I didn't fucking grow up in ancient Rome? Because the brain is calcified? Actually true. You know what I was thinking literally earlier today when I was on the bike? Learning, I'm older. I'm not insanely old. Like, there's still people on Earth older than me for now. But learning is still fun. But sometimes I get annoyed because people try to forcibly push knowledge into my brain. And then like 2 weeks later, they're like, we told you this 2 weeks ago. How can you not remember? And I'm like, well, here's the thing. As an adult, learning is still fun. But you do have to understand the idea that whatever you learn is guaranteed to stick up here goes out the window. And I think there's a couple of reasons for that. One is, I honestly think when you're a kid, you have a great memory because you're fucking not doing anything. You don't have any other responsibilities. Go to school, fucking soccer practice. Everything you learn has like plenty of time to sit on the substrate and sink in to long-term memory. When you're an adult, you know, you learn something, your brain's a little bit worse mechanically, but also you're like, okay, now I learned, okay, somebody told me something. Now I got 3 minutes to pack my kids' lunch before they got to go to daycare. And then after daycare, we got to go get the oil change. And then after the oil change, I got to go back here and fucking play Ballotro. And then after they like it just, and then finally you're like, 10:07 p.m. You look at your phone and it's like the text you didn't respond to when you last looked at your phone at 6:45 a.m. So it's like, sometimes it gets shuffled around by other stuff, man. So you can keep telling me stuff, and I'm always happy to learn it. However, you got to stop having the expectation that I'm going to remember it. Learning's still good. I love learning. It's the memory where things sometimes, fall apart a little bit. Lovers and son, no thank you. We don't get dang packs here. It's true. We don't accept dang packs here, unfortunately. I wish we did, but it's like going to a business that doesn't accept credit cards. You know what pisses me off? I'm not... Does anybody here work for Fortis Natural Gas or BC Hydro? Why, when I pay my fucking natural gas bill online, if I pay via credit card, do I have to pay 1.5 extra percent? I know what you're going to say. It's because the credit card company charges the processor. They charge 1.5% of a processing fee to the merchant. You'd ever hear of a little expression called the cost of doing business, motherfucker? It's not like every time you buy a subscription on Twitch, I go, yeah, after you buy the subscription, you got to give me an extra $2 in cold hard cash to justify the Twitch cut. Can't you just say it's water under the bridge, 1.5%? Not to mention that, it's 1.5% for like a guaranteed, convenient payment that in some ways probably makes people stick to the payment schedule more easily because I know this is not how it works. To me, I get a little offended that I have to, in 2024, I get a little offended that I have to wait 4 seconds for the credit card reader to verify the purchase. I'm like, listen, white spot. You really think Visa's not good for it? You look around you lately, it's one of the top 50 biggest companies on earth. I promise that they're good for the sandwich, bro. You don't have to run it up the flagpole and see. Visa's got enough to cover my sandwich, okay? Anyway, I'm putting the whole system on trial is what I'm trying to say. Is cash legal tender in Canada like it is in the UK? Is this a good time to admit I don't know what legal tender is? It means they have to take it. There are businesses in Canada that don't take cash anymore, which I think is not bad. Like, I think it's a sign of the times, but I also think that they should be forced to accept cash. Because it's like, it's cash. That's what it is. All it is money. Like, if you can't use cash for money, then what is it? It's just paper. Like, don't get me wrong, if some place was like, we don't accept cash, I mean, I use like credit or debit for basically everything. But if they said like, we don't accept cash, I would be like, okay, here's my debit card. But like, at the same time, I'm kind of like, I feel like you should have to accept cash just because it's cash. There's nothing else to do with it. Otherwise, it's just, well, you might as well be drawing pictures on it or something like that. Also, Gen Z doesn't want you to know, or maybe millennials don't want Gen Z to know, but I'm going to tell you, taking money out at an ATM and then spending that paper on things is the closest you can get to feeling the thrill of doing a crime while staying on the right side of the law. Explain it? I don't know how to explain it. It's just like there being no record of from the bank of the exact transaction that I'm doing makes me feel like I'm stealing a little bit. Like, in this modern world, you can't forget anything. There's a record of this, a receipt for that, a form for this. We scanned this into the database. Oh, 8 years ago, you said you've never been to this restaurant. Well, 12 years ago, here's a receipt that says you actually got an espresso here. So why are you lying, you know? Cash is like going back 20 years. Even you forget what the fuck you did with it. And that's, in a way, that's freedom, bro. If you buy a meatball sub with a $10 bill, the cash is gone, the sub is gone, nobody's putting their fingers into your business. Who's to say the transaction ever took place? And it's not criminal, it's legal. That's what makes it the perfect crime. You should move to Pittsburgh? Why did you write it like low tier God? You should move to Pittsburgh now! I need a Gen X NL. NL is Gen X. Wrong, bitch. I'm not even close to Gen X. Have you ever heard me complain about being the forgotten generation or like having to watch fucking Daria because both of my parents were working? I grew up in a world where that was normal, so we were playing PlayStation 2 instead. I might be like the most millennial out there. I'm born like right in the fucking midpoint of millennialism. I just happen to think music was better in the 1990s. At least on the radio. At least on the radio. You can't argue with that. My wife says you're the funniest entertainer since Martin Short. No disrespect. I mean, it's a compliment. I appreciate it. Probably shouldn't say anything, especially being in the business. This could burn some bridges for me. But I would say what I do is a lot harder than what Martin Short does. He can spend time in the writing room, perfecting a perfect skit and a character and practicing accents in the mirror and stuff like that. He's got time. I got to come up with it all off the top of the dome piece, bro. Every single, and people demand nothing but the premium entertainment nonstop. In a world where people are spending $100 million to produce a 15-second TikTok, you know the kind of pressure that you get on a beast like me? It really takes it out of you, man. Martin Short famously never improvs. Thank you. That's what I'm trying to say. High card 2 with 4 stones. Daniel, you're here just in time for misery. I appreciate the raid, by the way. Thank you. I also heard that you beat a difficult game about climbing today. That's no joke, brother. That's a serious task. It's like the 4's got to be scored, man. The 4's got to be scored. Okay, we needed this. I still think we lose, but like, this at least gives us a shot. Thank you again for the raid, Daniel. I can't even explain to you what's happening. It's the challenge where you start with the stone joker, and then my first joker that I took was blindness because it showed up so early, and then everything else is just jokers being led to the slaughter. That's it. Skip some packs. Why? So they can destroy red card and break my heart? I'm a simple man. When I see a pair early, we take those. I'm going to send it. I'm going to send it 4 and 4 stones on a high card. And then discard for 3 of a kind. Holy frick. 3,000 points. Easiest game of my life. 100 chips. I think we want. We need 4 mult, bro. We get there. Never punished? You're never respecting. You're not respecting a bold idea that we're doing right here. Why isn't this guy getting flat mult? Do you know what this joker does? I know nobody else buys them because they don't have a spine. There is no flat mult, brother. The only flat mult that's reliable is Empress, okay? We're on the razor's edge right now, and I'm reining it in. I'm reining. I love too much. I mult too much. 5 6s, 5 10s. I'm discarding 5 stones, bro. 3 4s. We need 3 of a kind. And stones. But stones are easy to draw. I think you dump your 6 and your 8 because they're chips instead of mult. But it's a tough decision. Holy cow. Fucking cruel twist of fate, bro. But we did get 3 of a kind. Now, 3 of a kind aces with... Oh, I gotta put the 10 in front, bro. Okay, let's think about this logically. You need to put this... Probably that in front. Am I really... It's very hard to play... this, but I'm gonna do it. At least you're getting fucking... multed. 3 aces with no stones. But this can generate a ton of chips for us. We could go double lucky, but that's just, it's just a little too risky for me personally. 2 6s remain. I dump this dude. 20 mult. Yes! And then you play it out. They said it couldn't be done. Well. That's unlikely, but we take those. No flat mult required, except for this flat mult that we got. Okay, we're definitely not doing that in Endless. Okay, slash marker. Call that Balatro Challenge 2. Holy, brother. Double or nothing. All played cards become debuffed after scoring. Easy. We'll just never play any cards. Oh! Oh, they all start with red seal, but they get debuffed after. I see. Well, I'm gonna do it. I mean, you gotta play some cards at some point. It's the way of the world, bro. Oh. It's literally 25 chips. The greed. Your ass losing over and over on ante-1. But at least I'm only playing 1 card per time. Okay, we have none enhanced cards. I guess we'll go Arcana Pack, hope for a Judgment. All your deck is enhanced. Hey, Big Head Blake T with the GlitchCon 2020. I don't know, like, do you see what I see now? For some reason, the GlitchCon 2020 is like it's a red flag. If you have it in your current badges, remove it. Every time I see it, I see red. None of the cards in our deck are enhanced, bro. They all have a seal that's a different axis. Currently, zero enhanced cards. What happened to GlitchCon 2020? I think everybody got the badge because it was COVID year. So they ran TwitchCon online. That's all I got to say about that. You know what I'm realizing, like, psychologically, though? The cards aren't getting debuffed. They're getting reduced to the value of a regular card. I think it says something about you. That you think that an exceptional individual should feel bad by being returned to the normal. Brother, there's thrills in the normal. It's the air you breathe, the water you drink, the Coke Zero in the fridge. I'm not afraid of a red seal card regressing to merely being an ace. Oh, they actually give 0? Oh, never mind. Never mind, you're right. Never mind that stuff I said. You can revive cards with High Priestess? How can one revive cards with High Priestess? They meant Hierophant? No big deal. They count as new? Yeah, but High Priestess doesn't... It gives you 2 planet cards, bro. So I see what it is. When a chatter makes an obvious mistake, it's you know what they meant. When the streamer makes an obvious mistake, it's like, hey, you used the wrong word. Okay, I'm just remembering... It's bringing me back to my teacher days. Teacher, you spelled a word on the board wrong. Hey, every single word in every single paper that you've ever submitted has been spelled wrong. You don't see me getting ornery about it, trying to embarrass you in front of 20 other people. I just give you a C+ because it's the lowest grade that this private school will allow us to give, and then I move on with my life. Well, we don't have 10,000 viewers. Oh, so now it's the take again where the dude in the Discord is mad at me for saying I'm going to wash dishes because his ass has 8 roommates. I had 7 roommates at one point. It's called college, bro. That shit is not my fault. No 3 of a kind here is very cruel. Send it. I believe in it. Okay, the pair of aces might have been better. We go again. Double or nothing. Double challenges. You hit the wrong button once, it cost me... This little maneuver is going to cost us 80 years. I still... The skip at the start is a gimme. All clubs are debuffed to begin with. If I play a debuffed card, does it get debuffed? Does it matter? I need chips. The cards don't give you anything, bro. You need freaking chips. Early on, you need some chips. My recipe for how to get this party started. Okay, you can honestly suck me. Oh, I refuse to believe. If you don't give me a flush in 3 discards when I have 4 of that suit in hand, that's a restart. You can fix your game if you want it to, if you want me to do something different. Sure. Okay, flush me. 10 cards are gonna get torched here, but that's life, man. Or is it? Yeah, whatever. Flushes are the way. Don't be a puss. Oh, and a free voucher. Not free, just another voucher. A useless... Yeah, this is Balatro in a fucking nutshell. A joker that only does something if you have other jokers and a planet for a hand that nobody has ever played in human history. So then you fish for a judgment. It doesn't fucking exist, bro. So you you make 2 cards even better, even though they'll only work once. I mean, you got to play within the constraints that you're given, bro. You didn't fall out of a damn coconut tree. At least it's potentially flat mult in the future. I think this is a skip and then a do, so we can get that flat mult joker as soon as possible, hopefully, before we die. And if I could just If you would be so kind as to let me draw my Empress cards. I don't want to play this shit, bro. Draw a diamond. You fucking dickhead, bro. Okay, fucking draw a diamond, bro. That's an hold R situation. This is the greatest double skip in human history. Pack one, pick one, Emperor. Temperance. It's a funny joke. How about a gold 2 of hearts? And I can't even use High Priestess, really. So... Wheel. I'm sorry, I'm demoralized, man. I'm a restart. I gotta hold R on that one, I'm sorry. Honestly, I'm not doubling $4. We'll hold R on that one. Give me 2 good skips at the start. 2 rare jokers, that's a restart. Voucher double tag, that's a restart. Foil double tag, that's a restart. 2 rare jokers, that's definitely a restart. I miss when NL used to banter while gaming. Anything on your mind, Kev? With the fucking millennial ass emoji eyes. One is a lowercase 0, one is a 0 from the number pad. Anything on your mind? What do you want? I'm not a geologist. You want me to talk about the earthquake in New York City? What do you want me to say? Is it possible? Don't take this the wrong way. But I'm just like, you got to remember, I'm a guy just living his life. Is it possible you don't miss when I used to banter? You just miss who you used to be when I was bantering? Because, like, I don't have control over that. I'm literally just a fly on the river, brother. I'm surfing the waves. I want to hear your takes on the earthquake. It's an earthquake. There's no takes. I hope everybody's okay. Sometimes, if I have a take on the earthquake, all I would say is that people on the West Coast have like a strange sense of braggadociousness about earthquakes. Like when there's a 5.0 on the East Coast, people in LA are like, psh, that's nothing. I don't even get out of bed unless it's a fucking 7.2. I'm like, brother, we are going to fucking die one day. Can you show some decorum? We're gonna get killed. The big one is gonna hit. It's gonna be an 8+ on the Richter scale. The ground is gonna liquefy and we're gonna sink into the Pacific Ocean. Maybe we could show some respects to the earthquake instead of being like, that's not even a real earthquake. That shit's gonna be like fucking tragically ironic at some point. When it snowed in LA, people did it to us. That is true, but you just have to accept that, like, people on the East Coast and Midwesterners, like, what else do they have, bro? They're not going surfing in January. Let them be like, oh, if Los Angeles was inhabited exclusively by Minnesotans, people would just be going to work today, you know? It's like, just gotta let them win from time to time. Hey, Paper Mache Mephistopheles, thanks for the gifted subscriptions, by the way. Thank you. The weather's actually better in the Midwest. People said you can't get good copium anymore. Oh, man. Easiest challenge of all time in human history? Show people in Los Angeles 2 inches of snow and see what happens. Are you even listening? That we just talked about it, man. This isn't an Illumination Studios picture. We don't need a second character to come in and repeat the punchline. We got it. It was all on the screen earlier. Also, look at how easily they can get you to hate your fellow man. Just because what? They live in Los Angeles and you live in Idaho? 2 inches of snow is enough to make you turn your back on your fucking brother? That's sad, man. We're 23 pairs of chromosomes. We're fucking 6.5 feet, 225 pounds, 4% body fat Adonis is here. We've got more in common than we do apart, bro. I want their bank account. What are you talking about, brother? You seen how expensive housing is in California? Wealth is what you don't spend, dude. You might want their equity. I don't think you want their bank account unless you're talking about, you know, in the Hollywood Hills where you got your Orlando Blooms and your Steven Spielbergs and stuff like that. But just the average person, just chill, man. Now hold. Great uncommon joker, please. It's amazing. It's amazing. Sock and Buskin, something that copies Sock and Buskin, buff all face cards and go to the moon. We know, I mean, on Ante 2 is not common to know where you stand. And we got to get this bad boy to pop, and we don't have 100 years to get jokers, okay? So we gotta lock in on this quick. But this is actually, like, highly doable. Like your mom. Sorry. Okay, so I'll just go ahead and say it. I was not locked in. Probably should have kept the king because it's a face card. Pair of jacks will go crazy, but 8, 9, 10 jack queen is also, it's a higher mult and then 2 triggers on face cards. I'm scared, y'all. Don't kill me. Like, I'm in such a good spot. I'm dead. It's gonna be a fucking relief when these challenges are done and I just go back to playing Balatro, man. I promise you I'm not trolling you. You can go look in the glossary and figure out what things interact and which ones don't. Okay. Let me ask you something. If you had an army of viewers who would just tell you the answer to whatever specific question you have, would you go look it up in the glossary? Now, I already know what you're going to say because I've been doing this for a long time. I've got mentat training. You're going to say, teach a man to fish, and he'll never starve a day in his life. Give a man a fish, one day he'll be hungry when you leave. Well, guess what? The fish store is free and all you can eat. It's a different story. We're not talking about 2 guys in a little canoe on the ocean. We're talking about a mid-sized, you know, Arizona Coyotes style stadium here. And everybody's eager to give their fish. They're going, please take my fish. No, take my fish instead. Would you ever learn to fish in that situation? If you show me the incentives, I'll show you the outcomes, bro. Now, some of the fish are poisoned. It's true. I can't deny that. That's the hard part about being a streamer, is figuring out which fish have been fucked with. Hi, Tomo. I'm playing my jack. I don't care. Huge. I won the staring contest. Can't take it anyway, brother. Can't take it anyway. Tomo heard fish and pulled up. So true. You know what's been hard? Explaining to my daughter that we can't feed our cats milk. Because the media put out a fucking hit on us, bro. On us cat owners. Cats are not supposed to eat milk, right? Because they don't have, like, lactose. Or lactase, I should say. But what if you see a cat in any piece of media? What is that motherfucker eating? Literally 100% of the time, it's milk, except for the 0.05% of the time that it's like a fish that's been picked so clean that only the head and like the skin on the tail remains.
Us strays need to stick together. Somebody's hungry.
So my daughter's been watching all these cartoons and I'm trying to explain, like, she's like, why can't we feed Ruka and Tomo milk? And I'm like, cats don't eat milk. And she's like, literally, in everything I've ever seen in my entire life, cats are, they're slurping up a saucer of milk and then they're going like, yummy. They're like licking their non-existent lips and stuff like that. What I'm trying to say is the media is lying to you. Not you, Tomo. Don't you relax, buddy. You chill out. You want some water? We do have some fucking water. I emailed my accountant 2 weeks ago with the documents they asked. Is it rude to ask them when they'll be done? I gotta be honest with you. I think the answer to that question is yes. Until there is an exception, I would say. If you've got a week or more till the deadline and you think your taxes are relatively simple, then you can send them the email. You're paying for it, just ask. but I don't want to make an enemy of the person who's like determining A, how much money I owe to the government, and B, like, I mean, they're literally doing it all. I don't want to make any enemies for no reason, at least. You can ask nicely. I'm just saying, if I were the accountant, my thinking would be like, hey, buddy, don't worry about it. It's April. It's kind of a busy season for us. And you might then be like, well, that's why I fucking asked. But, like, they're in the position where they got the documents, okay? That's all. I'm not saying you're wrong. If anything, you're very right. You could hit him with a just checking in. But we all know what that means, right? Like in corporate email speak, just checking in is like, why isn't this shit done yet? Yes, where's my shit? Exactly. Just touching base. Just touching base, yeah, I know. I'm familiar with that one. Just touching base is corporate slang for you should have replied to this with what I asked for probably like 4 to 5 days ago. I do feel, yeah, like friendly check-in. I mean, that's how I write emails too. Don't get me wrong. But like friendly check-in is like a way of saying, like, I'm not saying fuck you. I'm only thinking it. You know what I mean? Like but then whenever I get an email from someone that's like just checking in, I'm like, they should be saying fuck me. I should have replied to this like 4 days ago. But the thing that's crazy is that even if like doing the thing would only take half an hour, when I get the email that's like just checking in, it's so much easier to spend 5 minutes writing a reply that's like, sorry, I've been swamped lately, than it is to just do the 30 minutes of work and then send it back to them in the in the email. I don't know, man. We weren't born to do emails. We were born to climb trees and eat fruit and shit like that. The weather must be fucking beautiful, man. The sun is like reflecting and hitting me directly in my eyeballs. Somebody Google Vancouver weather and tell me what we're dealing with today. It's gross in Seattle right now. Skill difference. Solar flare. Oh no! Only 2 more hours of this schlock. What did I do to you? This is not rational. This is free polychrome, right? I fucking didn't do shit. I'm just doing my job right now. Why are you so angry? Just relax, man. You gotta go to the doctor. Go to the CVS or something and check your blood pressure. Like, you might be about to fucking burst, bro. There's no reason for you to bring that kind of animosity in here. Poor Chatter was probably just talking about work. Oh, man, you're probably right. It's like, you know what? If you don't like it, you can fucking leave. All right, we're back. Good start to the YouTube video. We're back with Pokedoku. Pokedoku Master Puzzle by G479. You can't get me on a Roman numeral. I played Final Fantasy a long time ago. Monotype Dragon. Harder than it seems. We're going to pass on that. Monotype Psychic Abra. Can I say G479? Thank you for picking some sane categories, although I said that before I saw Ken learn Shadow Ball. That one, I don't know what to do about that, but just give me a second. Legendary who can learn Shadow Ball. What about, oh, what the hell? Corf, this guy? Maybe he's not that legendary. Psychic water. Psychic water. I have no idea. Unless I'm thinking of, it looks like a mochi donut. It's called not Corsola. Or squid with the mochi donut head. You know what I'm talking about? Grouper? This is so much harder than I thought it was. Dragon can learn Shadow Ball. That one's a gimme. Ghibli becomes Garchomp, and he can learn Shadow Ball. Oh. You can't tell me that motherfucker's not a dragon. He had wings like a dragon. He must not be able to learn Shadow Ball. Shadow Ball is a ghost type move. How droll, Niles. Water Psychic, not possible. Dragon Monotype. Dragon Reggie Drago. He's a genius. He's a damn genius. Dragon Water, Dragon Air, literally lives in the water and has dragon in their name. Okay, up is down. Cats and dogs living together. Dragon Water. Hydro. This, am I crazy to think that this looks like a water dragon? Hydreigon? What? Are you kidding me, man? Aqua. Squawkabilly Yellow Plumage. Psychic can learn Shadow Ball. Mewtwo can learn anything. Especially the Mega Y version. Oh! A legendary who can learn Shadow Ball. Mewtwo Mega X. Actually the easiest plays of all time. What about Gyarados? Isn't Gyarados water flying? Like, I feel like I remember that one because it doesn't make sense. He's clearly a dragon, but they're like, guess what? No dragon type. And then, don't even get me started on Dratini, Dragonair, Dragonite. Doesn't it go like water, dragon flying or something like that? Like, it doesn't make any damn sense, man. Sorry, wait, puzzle stats. Goodra! That wasn't who I was thinking of, but I did summon a name similar to that. Articuno Galar. Crazy unknown crazy pole. Oh, Dratini is water dragon. Okay. It's crazy that when it evolves, it loses the water, though. No, that's Mono Dragon? All right, never mind. My mistake. Abra, Mewtwo, whatever. Least common. You know, I gotta say, Urshifu Rapid Strike G-Max was right on the tip of my tongue. Urshifu Rapid Strike G-Max. When I was a kid, this is the kind of thing you say you're liable to get your ass beat after it comes out of your mouth. We were playing, boom, 3 fire energy, Charizard. Things you could grab with your hands. We used to get real toys made out of metal, like a tin whistle. Now you get a picture of a fucking snake. Chair, bear, bed. Words in the story of Goldilocks. Okay, that's the red herring. Bed, balanced, full. Things you sit on. Chair, couch, table, bed. What are furnitures? Nothing else here is a furniture. Pieces of furniture. Dry, sweet, full, and balanced. What are words used to describe wines? This is tough, man. Usually by now it kind of reveals itself. I guess now that you could, things you do with a grudge. Maintain it, hold a grudge, bear a grudge, harbor a grudge. Carry as a feeling, sure. Tinder leadership, Goldilocks ironic. Starting with metals. Oh. Starting with metals. That's crazy. All right. Shut the fuck up, New York Times. We want the puzzles to be hard, bro. Trust me. You don't want the puzzle to be, A, B, C, D, letters in the alphabet. I mean, I don't know. Maybe you do. Maybe you're cooked. I'm still operating under the delusion that, like, I'm going to get smarter. Now, I got a lot of headwinds, to be honest with you, physiologically and also occupationally. My brain is literally decaying in, like, a metabolic, biological sense. And also, my job is designed to rot your brain. But I'm still harboring the delusion. There's something beautiful about that. How cute. Aw. Candy beside a Butterfinger, perhaps. Terrible or pretty. Awful. Quick with the one-liners. Witty. Final four. Turnpike expense. Genre for sublime and no doubt. Well, I'll type, I don't necessarily believe it, but Twix. A Twix, something's not right here. Sentimental sort. Softy. Oh, it's the final four letters of the alphabet. Oh my God. How could you? That's crazy. Mexico. Couldn't be further. Indonesia. Switzerland. No, it was Switzerland recently. Luxembourg. Kazakhstan. Warmer still. Okay. Egypt. Okie dokie. Mozambique. Hey, please be South Africa. Oh. Uganda. It's so gettable, bro. It's so gettable. It's so gettable. Zimbabwe. That's adjacent to the answer. It's just this lad right here. Mauritania. That's all the way up there. Rwanda. That's right over there. Okay. Angola. That's adjacent to the answer. Botswana. It's adjacent to the answer. Tanzania, the one I always forget. Oh. Djibouti. Nope, that's up there. Okay. I know a lot of countries it's not. I could just start rattling those off. Like, this shit is definitely not Liberia, Togo, Senegal, Equatorial Guinea, the Gambia. Is it Guinea-Bissau? I always type this one in, and then it's like it doesn't exist, right? No, it exists. It's right there. Maybe it is the Gambia, for all I know. No, that's there too. Simply put, I mean, I know it's not Kenya. That's like right here. And then it's like South Sudan, Sudan, Ethiopia, Egypt, Libya, Tunisia, Morocco, Algeria, Morocco. Like, what's going on down here? Maybe if I say every country it's not, it'll be one of those. I'm going to guess you're not Western Sahara. Did I say Mozambique 10 times already? I think I did. Angola. It's not Liberia. It's not Chad. Could it be the Congo? One of the two Congos? No. It's unless the other one's mighty large. It's, well, it is large. It is large, isn't it? Burkina Faso. That's all the way up there. Namibia? Oh, please. Are you kidding me, man? Oh, man. I say Angola already. I don't want to tap Mauritius. No, as okay. You know what? While we're here, Madagascar, South Sudan, Ethiopia, Somalia, Libya, Tunisia, Algeria, Morocco, Senegal, Togo, Ivory Coast, Nigeria, Liberia, Mali, Ghana, Western Sahara, Chad. Okay. Now we're cooking. Doesn't it look, I fucking bless you, buddy, Gesundheit. Togo. Tonga? This is a Pacific island, bro. I'm tapping. I don't know it. Zambia. The mystery country is Zambia. Today's guess is 41. That's pretty bad. Czech Republic. Czechia. Did you see I can't glance by it. Well, let me get this first to avoid the appearance of impropriety. 4,000 kilometers away? Syria? What? Zambia? No shot. Okay. Equatorial Guinea? Unknown country? Can you guys just get on the same page, please? Morocco. Zimbabwe. This is a humbling experience. Cote d'Ivoire. Mystery countries, Burkina Faso. Oh, man. What I was going to say is, did you see the post on Twitter that was like, it was a map where every country had a flag on it, and the flag was the country that country makes fun of the most? And everything was like based on the little I know about Europe. By the way, Ivar995, thanks for the gifted subscriptions. Thank you. Everything was about what I expected. You know, Germany makes fun of Poland the most. Poland makes fun of Germany the most. Spain makes fun of Portugal the most. Portugal makes fun of Spain the most. England makes fun of France the most, vice versa. But you look at it and you're like, what the fuck is the Scottish flag doing in the middle of Hungary? And then people in the comments were like, yeah, in Hungary, Scottish jokes are like one of the most common genres. Which I have no idea how that came to pass, but like the one that I remember is like a Hungarian guy was like, we have a joke in Hungary. What does the Scot do when he gets cold? He moves closer to the candle. And what does he do if he's very cold? He lights it. +2. It's fucked up, man. Scotland didn't do anything, man. I don't know, man. I have no idea where it came from, to be honest. I just thought it was a little bit out of the pocket. Like, Canadians, we definitely make fun of Americans more than any other nationality. But if I saw like a Canadian flag somewhere in fucking, you know, if it was like, oh, in Africa, like the Central African Republic makes fun of Canadians, I'd be like, what the fuck? Why is it on your timeline? I don't know, bro. I don't control the algorithm. Sometimes the timeline serves up stuff that I'm like, this sucks ass. And sometimes it serves up stuff and I'm like, this is kind of interesting. It knows you. It actually doesn't, though. It still thinks I love the National Basketball Association and Spider-Man, the Spider-Verse 2. And I'm like, of course it thinks I love to read it. That's the only thing it fucking feeds me. And I'm hungry. So, of course, it's like he commonly interacts with tweets about National Basketball Association. Yeah, because that's all I got, man. I got nothing else to click on. This is GTA 3. Okay, so you want me to use its legal name? Grand Theft Automobile the Third. Grand Theft Auto, the City of Sin. Grand Theft Auto, the Ballad. Grand Theft Auto, Grand Theft Automobile, Chinatown Wars. Grand Theft Auto. The Lost and the Damned. Grand Theft Auto. The Ballad of Gay Tony. No, this feels like Liberty City Stories, bro. He's a genius. I knew it was from the GTA 3 era, bro. Dude, you will never, like, you know the same way, like, I make fun of you because, like, you'll never be 14 years old and see Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse in theaters ever again. You'll never recapture that feeling. Spoilers for middle age. You're never going to recapture that feeling. That's me and sprinting to my friend's house on the lunch break of 9th grade so that we could play 42 minutes of Grand Theft Auto Vice City before we had to go back to school. It's not the most free I've ever been in my entire life, but it's the most free I've ever felt. 11 9th grade boys sitting in a room watching one dude drive a motorcycle off a ramp in a simulated version of Miami. Holy. Well, fucking wham, wham, wham. I walked along the avenue. I never thought I'd meet. And then he gets out of the car and you're like, get back in, brother. He hasn't even started running yet. How the fuck, I don't know if this is Borderlands, okay? How the fuck did they get Cate Blanchett to be in the Borderlands movie? I saw the trailer in advance of Dune 2 weeks ago. There was a part of me that thought, Cate Blanchett is in this. Maybe it's not fully cooked. I mean, I know Kevin Hart's in it as well, so you know it's fucking fully cooked, but saw the trailer, it's cooked, man. She was in Carol, bro. What the hell is she doing in Borderlands? Playing like Tiny Tina or whatever. Is Kevin Hart Claptrap? No, unfortunately, Jack Black is Claptrap. And I love Jack Black, but I'm just telling you, this one's not going to do it. Cut to 8 months from now, it has a 98% on Rotten Tomatoes. People are calling it the biggest general audience crossover hit in a decade. I knew it, man. She's Cate Blanchett. She doesn't do bad roles, dude. She doesn't do bad movies. She's got a reputation to maintain. I knew it. Everybody that doubted it, they just didn't do their research, man. The game is called Time Splitters. That one stings. I didn't even get it. It actually stings even more because I played the shit out of Time Splitters 2. I had it on the PlayStation 2. I remember the minigun. You could get the I don't even know what part of the gun it is. You could lock it up so it's like auto revving. It's got the turrets and stuff like that. Then I said, like, this game is so good, I got to go for the next one. Got Time Splitters Future Prefect or whatever it's called. Maybe it's Future Perfect. The sauce did not exist. They forgot the sauce with that one. Time Splitters 2, sauceful. Time Splitters 3, they did not have the sauce. I feel like this, even with as much Time Splitters 2 as I played, this art means nothing to me. Only the cover art speaks to me. Also, I basically never played the single player. I literally just rolled bots in like 4v4 death matches and stuff like that. I was an only child. Like, I didn't... I had to simulate having friends who lived close. Meat, bell peppers, onions, garlic, lime juice, chili powder, cumin, paprika, salt, pepper, olive oil. These are fajitas, bro. These are fajitas. That's a skillet of fajitas. Mexico? Fajitas. I don't know why I was so so stressed, but it just didn't feel right, man, without seeing the tortillas. We Vancouver posted already. One of my favorite little tidbits about Kingston. When I lived there, one of the most popular restaurants was Lone Star Texas Grill. Everybody orders the fajitas. It's a 2-floor restaurant. If you sit on the top floor, they don't bring you fajitas because probably too many servers have been injured trying to carry the sizzling tray up the stairs. And I guess they can't get like a dumbwaiter or anything in there. So when they sit you, they're like, if you sit upstairs, they're like, just so you know, you guys can't order fajitas up here. So do you want to wait like 45 minutes and get a table where fajitas are enabled or what? And you're like, nah, it's okay. I'm here for the tortilla chips anyway. What? Peanuts and rice. This is, I know, I don't remember what it's called, but is this not from Afghanistan? It's not. It's not peanuts, by the way. Those are cashews, I'm realizing. Sauté meat, rice, vegetables. It's warm. This is like, to me, I'm like, this is a biryani. This is, maybe it's from the nation of Iran. It borders it to the south. There's the nation of Iraq. Yay, Kabza! Okay. I guess it was every country in this region. We basically couldn't have gone wrong. It looks good, don't get me wrong. I mean, I guess raisins and cashews are a little out there. I was going to say every culture has this dish, but what's the Afghani rice dish that I was thinking of? I feel like it starts with a J. Jollof. That is what I'm thinking. Or wait, maybe there's multiples. I think I was thinking of jollof. Jollof is Nigerian? Okay, well then I was thinking of the right one then. Not that one, obviously. Beef, coconut milk, lemongrass, galangal, garlic, shallots, ginger, turmeric, chili peppers, kaffir, lime leaves, cinnamon, star anise, cloves, and tamarind paste. Literally the worst photo of something delicious ever taken. Interesting. I mean, I feel like this is Southeast Asia. Not used to, I guess. What is this? What is that? I feel comfortable saying Cambodia for this. It's warm. Indonesia. I don't know why I spell it wrong every time. Indonesia, rendang. There you go. I'm a little embarrassed. I've seen the word before. I should know it. It was designated an intangible cultural heritage of Indonesia by UNESCO. Look at that. Slow cooked beef simmered in coconut milk. I gotta say, it looks pretty good. I feel like in Vancouver, there's only one Indonesian restaurant that anybody ever talks about. And unfortunately, it's located inside like the most cursed mall in Chinatown, where you only go there if you're taking your life into your own hands or playing Friday Night Magic. Oh, God, that's true. There is also John 316 Malaysian Delights, which I always notice when I'm in the neighborhood, but I've never been to because I don't know if I'm allowed to go in because the restaurant's called John 316 Malaysian Delights. It's pretty good. All right. Am I allowed to go in? Do they ask you like a trivia question about the Bible on the way in? Because 98% chance I'm not going to know it. I wasn't messing around yesterday. People were like, how do you know so few of the apostles? How would I know the apostles? I've never been to Sunday school. I've never been to church. I've never read the Bible. I don't know them. I've never been exposed to the ecosystem, bro. Did they not teach you about it in school? No, we got the fucking Constitution up here or whatever. The Charter of Rights and Freedoms or whatever. The Magna Carta, I don't know what it's called. We were learning cursive writing, stuff that was useful for us in real life. 20 minutes, huh? 20 minutes. Let me see what else we got here. Cinematrix is really tough, man. They take pleasure in... it's the New York Times of movie grids. They take pleasure in the difficulty. Dwayne Johnson, $100 million plus at the worldwide box office. Lots of options. One-word title. You go Rampage or Skyscraper. I'm going to go Rampage. That stings. Release date 2014 to 2024. I'm going to go Skyscraper. $100 million. Jumanji is too easy. It's gonna take too much heat. We take something, you're gonna be like, there's no way this shit made over $100 million. Let me tell you, motherfucker, in 2015, people were going to see anything. Especially if it had Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson in it. I mean, this is a gimme. That's the easiest gimme of my life. It wasn't like 2024. People now, before they go to the movies, they all go, tick, 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 tick. They look up the reviews, the user score, look up the theater. Oh, you want to sit row 9 in this theater because the viewing angle's the best, but make sure you show up early. The concessions are a little slow. Back in the day, you just fucking sent it, okay? What just came out? 2 tickets to that piece of dreck. Nowadays, it's like, oh, is it the best movie of all time? Then I'll wait for it to hit Tubi. Okay, Dave Bautista. I got to be honest, it's the one-word title that's throwing me. Release date 2014 to 2024. We play a Knock at the Cabin. Not everybody's familiar with it. $100 million plus at the box office. Anything. The tough one for me is obviously Guardians is going to be up here. And by necessity of Guardians being up here, worst case, you're going to be looking at a 30-40%er. But which one do we take? We take Guardians 3. We don't take Guardians 1. You might take Guardians 3 because I feel like Guardians 2 is going to take a lot of attention. And I'm not confident going Blade Runner because I believe that it could have made over $100 million at the box office, but it's a weird, it's a sequel to a cult classic that it was rated R. I believe that it could have crossed it. I'm just not willing to go nuts on the table mode. I'm willing to go nuts on the table for Guardians 3, okay? Now, Dave Bautista, one-word title. I simply do not know it. I'm going to pick an angry word from when he was maybe going into acting after being a wrestler. I'm going to pick a movie called Aggression. Pick a movie called Fervor. Meat. Meatball Machine. I'll just say this means war. You got me on that one. Oh, he's in fucking Dune, bro. You're absolutely right. How about Dune? Dune. Top 44% of players. And I did it Duneless, which most people can't say. Most people cannot say that. Knock at the Cabin was the top answer. We should have fucking put Guardians of the Galaxy in this bitch. That's crazy to me. I'm going to start saying I feel lucky at the movie theater. When you go to the cool movie theater, you say I'm feeling lucky, and then you're 7 IPAs deep watching The Zone of Interest, contemplating what the meaning of life is. Are you a poser Dune fan? Absolutely not. Ask me anything about Dune. I'll answer it right now. Was Dave Bautista in it? Yes. He played Nephew Harkonnen. What's the third book called? Children of Dune. Paul's son's name? Jared Leto II. How old is Sting? I'm going to say he's 73. I mean, the police... He's 72! Does he turn 73 this year? Yes? Yes! In October. That counts, bro. We're going Korean style on the birthdays. Give me with some more. I'm on a fucking roll. Who played the Harkonnen Mentat in the David Lynch version? The dude who played Lurch from the Addams Family? Paul's daughter's name? I don't know, it's like Ghislaine or something like that. Sorry, but it is something it's like Galenia, maybe? Ganima. I told you it was close, bro. Not at all. It's got more letters in common than it has apart. Your ass probably would have said Pauline. You okay, buddy? He just pooped. He's going insane. Rare RYUK sighting. Why are you pooping down here? This isn't your territory. Well, what are you doing down there? Get out of there. Go terrorize someone upstairs. Check it out. The boy. You don't see him too much. You want to look at the camera? Sometimes people I never met come into chat and go I'm concerned for RYUK. I haven't seen him in so long. I'm like, he doesn't know you. He's just chilling. You don't have to sweat. It's a pretty easy life, bro. We never skip a dinner time. We knock that shit out every damn day. That's James Bond. That's James Bond. Wait, what's Mission Impossible? I always forget. What's the Mission Impossible theme song? That's fucking James Bond, bro. That's Austin Powers. Okay. Dun 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 dun. I have no idea. I can't get Mission Impossible, the theme song, in my head. I can't fucking do it, man. You made me forget it? How can the James Bond theme song have so many iconic melodies in one song? Fucker's got 3 hooks. It's like a Dead by Daylight map. God, it's so simple, even a child could do it. Toronto Maple Leafs, Ottawa Senators. Jason Spezza. Ottawa Senators, Dallas Stars. Jason Spezza. What? No shot, bro, that Martin Havlat didn't play for the fucking Stars. I don't buy it. 10 wins in their postseason career. Ray Emery. 10 wins in their postseason career. Nikolai Habibulin. 10 years in their postseason career. Olaf Kolzig. Okay. You don't fuck with me on goalies, okay? You don't fuck with me on goalies. It's the other positions that are hard to know. Dallas, Ottawa is pissing me off. I feel like they're frequent trade partners. Now, Dallas, Washington. That's tough. By the way, Dallas, you're so good right now. Can you change the logo? You might win the Stanley Cup this year, okay? You should change the logo. You don't want to have this fucking D with a star hanging from the rafters. Go back. If you make it to the Stanley Cup Finals, go back to the 1999 logo, please. The Mike Modano, Joe Nieuwendyk, Sergei Zubov, Ed Belfour classic, please. Coyotes logo is goated. It's the best logo in the NHL, in my opinion. I love it. One day they'll have a winning season again. Didn't mention Yuri Lettinen. My mistake. Or fucking Sergei Brylin. Jamie Langenbrunner. Yeah, whatever. Felix Potvin. Women's hockey doku. I've decided I'll spare myself the indignity of typing in Marie-Philippe Poulin 9 times to figure out which team she plays for in the PWHL. Hey, you get out of the cords! Oh my God. You don't belong there. You don't belong there. Get out of there. Go. Take a lap. Holy cow, man. He's going right back to the court. You're not welcome down here. He's a troublemaker. $1973 with 3 million views. Very hard. How would I know? Okay, if you're gonna be ornery about it, you can leave, buddy. If you go in the court, you're going in the courts again. I don't have a door, so I have a very limited amount of actual punitive measurements that I can take against you. I know he's going right back into the freaking cords, dude. He's going back. You get out of there. I'm chasing him. I'll be right back. Dude went up the stairs at he was going 8 stairs at a time. Ooh. Okay. No, I know this. I don't know this at all. POV, you just entered a haunted house in a Super Nintendo video game. Go, hit me again. This is the Halloween theme song. Tube-shaped bells. Bells. Tubular bells. Honestly, it's one of the most overcooked hints of all time. The hint was the answer, bro. Oh, man. How can I have 102%, 102 out of 102, and a 3 current streak and a 5 max streak? It doesn't make any sense. I get maybe it's consecutive days. Okay, anyway, I gotta see if my wife's ready to stream. Like I gotta piss, which means I should just, I'm not starting a new segment right now. I'm not gonna piss and come back. I'm just gonna end the stream. Hello, are you ready to stream? She said yeah. She said yeah. Okay, I'm sending right now. 10 seconds till I hit the button and then I'm out of here. It's gonna actually be like this is the NFL Combine for me. 3, 2, 1, goodbye.
I went to Miku Expo. And if any of you are planning to go on the Miku Expo, spoilers ahead. Honestly, there's no spoilers ahead. Overall, I enjoyed it. It was first ever Miku coming to Vancouver, I believe. Because when Miku came to North America, it was Seattle. But for some reason, no more Seattle. We don't like you, Seattle. So she came to Vancouver instead. And you know what? Boomed them. We got them, boys. It's better this way. When I went to, the concert was at UBC, my university, the university that I went to. So it was kind of weird to go back to UBC after a decade of graduation just to see Miku's concert. I was like, and then the biggest anger that I've seen on Twitter is that we didn't get the hologram. We got the LED screen. And even the LED screen was so small. Like, not that many people were able to see it. Especially people who bought the ticket for assigned seats. They weren't even able to see the screen well. Because, the LED screen, or, the LCD screen, it's not like TV in a way that you can see it from, sideways. If you were to see it from sideways, it just looks like a blur of lights instead of something. So people are very angry about that. And also, I was in the standings area, so it didn't bother me. The screen, I think I saw it 80%. There were people that was taller than me, blocking the screen. But those guys, people who are taller, I think I am actually average height for Vancouver. So I did not get bothered by the people who were really tall. There were maybe 1 or 2 guy that was taller than me and kind of blocked the screen. But it was only 1 or 2, so that didn't bother me. But the people who bothered me was they were pushing me. I get that it's standing area, so it's not like you have assigned area. But I am standing where I'm standing. You cannot go, excuse me, and then excuse your way to be in front of me. You know what I mean? Brother, I am standing here, and I have a good view. You cannot just go, oh, excuse me, oh, let me go through, and then just stand in front of me. I only moved away thinking that you were going to pass by. I thought you were trying to get through the crowd to go to the bathroom or something. But then they were like, excuse me, and they just stood in front of me. And I'm like, you can't do that. It's kind of, you should consider it as a lineup. You know what I mean? You don't have to get numbers for the lines. But whoever is standing there, you should not go, excuse me, and then stand in front of the line. That's how I feel. So I did not have a huge room in front of me. Maybe I had a foot between myself and the guy in front of me. But the people, they were like, oh, excuse me. And then just stood right in front of me, man. Bro, excuse yourself, bitch. But it's, that was annoying. Honestly, even with all the annoyance, I was just really happy to see Miku in Vancouver. First time Miku ever in Vancouver, and I was so psyched to see it. I was like, you know, this is surreal to me. I have liked Miku since I was 16. It's kind of weird because when I was 16, Miku was 16, and I listened to her songs when I was 16. And then this is her 16th anniversary. So she's 32 and I'm 32. You know what I'm saying? We're like same age. I get it. There's a lot going on. You know, there's a lot setting up the feed. The venues are not like what you're used to. But in my opinion, I think they could have done a lot better. Like a lot better. And honestly, out of everything, the screen wasn't a huge kind of like a deal breaker for me. Maybe because I was in the standing seat, or I don't even want to say seat, but standing area. So I was seeing the screen directly in front of me, not from the sideways. So maybe it was better. Because I see the pictures of people that they took sideways. And from sideways, it was just a blob of light. You couldn't really see Miku's face at all. So I can understand why that would be frustrating for sure. But I mean, it's not the first time they use the LED screen. It's not unheard of. So I think it's, I don't know. It's kind of like you take the L for it. Not a huge deal breaker for me. Also, what the heck is wrong with you, Omri? Miku was cringe. Bro should get banned. The only true Miku fan is the guy in Japan who married her. Do you know a lot of people actually married Miku? Not just that one guy. I think now there's like over... I know there's more than 10. There's more than 10 who married Miku. I think it might be more than a dozen now. I might be next. Kinda true. Honestly, one day if you come out and be like, I never had a girlfriend. It's so hard to have a girlfriend. Talking to a girl is so stressful. So I decided to marry Hatsune Miku. I'd be like, yup, that's library, and I knew it. I don't think... Honestly, if you were to post it on YouTube, even for like April Fool's joke, say like, hey, I decided to marry Fauna or whatever, I think people would be like, yup, that's our librarian. That's the guy that I know. I don't think anyone would be like, what? Librarian? I thought you were normal. What happened? Says no one. Librarian would never marry Fauna? What? That is attacking Librarian, dude. Do you know Librarian loves Fauna? Other way around? Okay, wait, you know what? That's kind of true. You know she's like a real person? Who's gonna tell him? Okay. Fauna is a real person, Librarian. Let him have this, chat. Let him have this. I don't want to see him cry. Don't look up Librarian plus wildcard. Why? What is it? Is it on YouTube? What do you mean, oh no? Now I have to look it. Oh no, what is this? Wait, one of the top comment is Librarian, the kind of guy to do a face reveal on a mugshot a couple years down the line?
I saw you.
They're trying to put a hit out on me when I'm so unbelievably right. VIP Daniel. Or maybe he just remembers seeing one of your Ballacher comment. Watanabe. The wild card reminds me Scara running. Am I edging 2 cards?
Sussed me out properly. It said, you tend to like tweets by this person. I said, that's damn true. But now the problem with that is that now I see your tweets. And not all of your tweets are funny clips of me. Some of your tweets belong to a very different genre. Not takeable. Because if it hits ice cream, I cry. Steal, always good.
Librarian horny on main.
To cut more hearts from the deck.
If I see any horny post on Twitter, it's all librarians retweets
So
and like
posts.
posts.
Balatro horn you up, is what you're saying. Like, I'm not. It's not me saying that. That's what you're saying.
Oh no.
Because the wild cards, and this is not me saying it. This is a quote from you. The wild cards. Remind me of running mascara. Can we just step through this?
What?
Like, I think that's insanity. They silenced...
Someone said, bro, WTF.
Like energy. They made fun of Thomas Edison
All
for
cap.
the toilet, too. And now, we shit in one every day, bro.
I don't know, you get horny off of Balatro, buddy. What the hell? It was a joke? Who's gonna believe him, dude? Okay, I don't want to hear it from you. What do you mean? Those mahjong emotes? I did not make those. I was playing as if I was you, cause I was bored doing nothing in the line. Also, I found it really funny that they didn't have the metal detector set up. Instead, they had 3 people just patting everyone down. But I'm like, really? You guys don't have a metal detector? And then it was kind of weird. They had 2 dudes and 1 lady. So like, female will go towards the lady and she will pet you down, and then the male will go to the male dudes and then he would pet you down. But like, it wasn't I mean, it's not my first time getting petted down. But they were insanely, like, squeezing. Like, they were, like, your arms. Like, they would squeeze your arms. They would squeeze your legs. Like, they weren't just, like, patting it. They were more, like, squeezing you. And I thought, wow, the security is really intense. That's not fair. Okay. Listen to this, librarian. You pay money to channel. You pay your actual dollar to channel to use some cursed emotes on my chat. I do not pay a single cent to get all different kinds of mahjong emotes on Discord. How is it that you see me as eye to eye? What, cursed emotes? What? Really? The one? Tifa? Every stream, you come to my chat and go like, Tifa skirt? Tifa skirt? Also, mahjong emote, it's not all horny. I don't control mahjong emotes, dude. All I'm saying is that I do not have control over mahjong emote. 0% of my thought goes into mahjong emote. Whatever the mahjong emote is done by Yostar. They don't ask my questions. You, on the other hand, looking for some horny emotes on Twitch, went to that channel and subscribed for that emote. It's like a whole different universe. He's the Overwatch League champion? Ah, great excuse. Great excuse. How does this help your case? Your Honor, he plays Overwatch. Should have seen his 2B cosplay though. This is not helping your case, buddy. You're like infinity other side of the universe. You're like even further, dude. hate just diverts from anything to bullying me? Is it really a bullying when it's both direction? But he bullies me, so you should take that and then say, well, you bully her too. For Origin, it's also both way. He bullies me, dude. He bullies me, and then people go, oh, here we go again. You can't fuel the cycle of bullying. I'm not cycling the bullying. It's just, I got 2 circles. One circle is Librarian, the other circle is Origin. I am not mean to anyone other than those 2 people. And those 2 people, they started it, man. They started it. I was happy just playing video games. They came in out of nowhere and go like, hey, you suck, you oldie boomer. And I'm like, you know what? Thank you, Library, for 10 gifties. Thank you, thank you. It's a bicycle. Yeah. Front wheel Origin, back wheel Watanabe. We make a great bicycle. Of course, I'm in the back wheel. What do you mean, of course, I'm in the back wheel? Does it matter? In bicycle, front wheel and the back wheel does not matter. They're equally both important. It's not like tricycle. Lowly wants to be a troll, but the amount of trolling that Origin and Watanabe puts, you got more work to do. But then again, I really don't want to make it into a tricycle, so you can just chill. You're okay. You can chill. You can chill, Lowly. Only 2 Sith there are, and there are only 2 Sith. Not 3, not 1, but 2. And I got my hands full. I got 2 Sith, and I'm out. I am just being myself. That just means so much. It means so much more. I like how the 2 trollers goes. I do not troll. I do not troll. I thought it was Library who was horny. ... You're right. He is. Name a single time I have trolled, I'll wait. I think it would be fun to not say it and have you wait forever. And I think I would enjoy that moment more than say that one time and then you be like, oh, well, you know what? Because excuses. Well, that case, it was, excuses. I'm like, sounds like an excuse to me. He seems like someone who only uses their starter Pokemon. Have you not watched me play Pokemon, buddy? Did that ever happen to my Pokemon gameplay? What do you mean sure? You cannot sure on the something that I have played on stream, Kree. I played it on stream. It was a long time ago. It's just because you don't remember it, that doesn't mean it's true. You were too young, man. You're too young. 17 months. 17 months doesn't even get any close to it. You're too young. You're like a little baby. You wouldn't even remember. You wouldn't even know. Well, anyways, thank you everyone. Centuries ago. Bro, dude, that's gonna be so real. When I'm 120 years old and then I'm streaming and people will be like, yo, when did you play that game? And I could say a century ago, dude. When I'm 120, be ready. I could say that. And then they'll be like, holy shit, she's right. 100 years ago. Heck yeah, baby. And we'll see who is left in my chat. Instead of, you know how someone goes like, oh, it's my birthday, say thank you. Say happy birthday to me. When I'm 120, my stream's gonna be like, I am the son of this chatter. My father wanted to let you know that he died last week. We just finished the funeral and we came back. Can you say rest in peace for my dad? And I'll be like, ah, there goes another one. That would be so funny. What do you mean that would be so funny? You're so twisted. Honestly, I mean Dan Giesling, say, like Ryan seems like a silent quitter. Like one day he's just gonna disappear and then like no more stream. I'm gonna tell you this straight up. My boy, he ain't got no other hobby, okay? As long as he got eyeballs and fingers and he can sit down on a chair, he will stream forever. If he doesn't, he needs, it's like a stream is like a two-bladed sword. He gets stressed out from streaming sometimes due to the chatters. Sometimes, you know, his stream is his therapy. He comes to stream and goes like, you know, freaking, I don't know, I lined up and this person in the meat section wanted to try all the different cut of the meat. Here I am waiting, you know, 30 people waiting in line. I'm waiting for this dude to pick his lunch meat, and my dude is sampling 30 different lunch meat. It killed me, man. And then he goes like, ah, I bantered about it. I feel good. So I think, honestly, I don't think he will quit streaming. Unless streaming quits on him. unless streaming goes away, I think he will never stop, in my opinion. And I think for me as well, I think I will not stop streaming. Because if I stop streaming, then how can I bully a person? I cannot bully a person in real life. That's illegal. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Unless he loves going on vacation, but he misses the +2s. It's true. My dude, he loves to be funny. He loves to tell jokes. And he loves to be the funniest guy in the class. And now that he's not in the class, the stream, YouTube, that's his class. that's where he gets the most, I don't know, I guess like the achievement from. Like I got so many +2s tonight. His ass is not the funniest guy on the cruise. You do not want to be the funniest guy on the cruise. Oh, bro, cringe. The you know, there are times, I think honestly we are our own being. Like we're not the typical cruise people. We're not like the typical whatever. I think we're our own being, cuz I honestly do not enjoy the typical cruise people. Like, did I ever tell you this story? I don't think I did. I was very cringed when this happened. So I was gonna get massaged. So I needed to change my outfit. Like I needed to undress and put the gown on. So I went to the like ladies' room to do so. And then a person said like, "Oh, like this is our first time on the cruise. Could anyone help me like what to do? Like they told me to get changed, but do I undress like everything or do I just take off my t-shirt or something like that?" And then two ladies, and these two ladies are the typical cruise goers personality. They're like, "Oh yes, yeah, sure," and like, "Oh, what? You can just ask me anything you need." We have been to the Disney cruise, or no, she said we have been to 5 cruises, including this one, and we always get the massage. I mean, I would not even come to the cruise if it wasn't for the massage. Like, that's the best part. And then another lady goes like, "Oh yeah, like honestly, the massage is basically that's the top of the cruise experience." And I have cruised 8 times before, and only Disney cruise. I have never cruised outside of Disney cruise. And then the other cruise lady who said she cruised 5 times, she goes like, "Oh yeah, we only cruised with Disney too." And she goes like, "Oh yeah, but I cruised 8 times." And like they were like somehow competing how many Disney cruises that they did and how they only do Disney cruise. And I was like, what the hell? What is this? Like, who cares, man? And it became a competition in a way, like they wanted to show off. I'm like, bro, like, get a life. I am I am level 45 cruisomancer. Dipped it in Mama Chili's hot pepper oil. Pepper oil? I don't care, honestly, because I don't even know your name. I will not remember your face. If someone goes like, "Hey, this is my first time on the Disney cruise, could you just tell me if I have to totally go fully naked or if I can keep my underwear on for the massage?" And then if the person goes like, "Oh, you need to be fully undressed or you can keep your underwear," whatever, that's all I want to know. I don't want to know how many cruises that you have been on, how many Disney cruise you have been on. I don't care if you're the only Disney cruiser. Like, don't care, didn't ask. But I tell you, like, there are some serious, insane cruise goers, and I bet they're not even that insane. You know what I mean? Because sometimes I just look at, like, what is the most expensive room on Disney cruise, and then the concierge rooms are the most expensive. Makes sense, they're like that's the suite, like has like 3 bedrooms or whatever. I was wondering how much would that be, and it was, I forgot how many nights, but it was $100,000. Maybe it was 5 nights. Maybe it was either 5 or 7 nights. Maximum 7 nights. Maximum 7 nights. The most expensive room was $100,000. And I was like, that is disgusting, dude. Like, someone goes like, "Oh yeah, I can dish out $100,000 for 1 week of vacation." Get real, dude. No way. No way, Jose, dude. I think people go, "Oh, Ryan, Kate, they're the Disney adults." I cannot say I am not, because I got no defense on that. But I just want people to know, Disney adults, that's just very strong words. I want you to know that's like attacking words. Because Disney adults, I think we need to set some kind of premises. In order to qualify to be Disney adults, they need to have some kind of Disney or Disney related tattoos. Because when you see Disney adults, 95% they got Disney or Disney related tattoos. At least 1, but most of the times, like 5. You would be like, "No way. No one's gonna tattoo a freaking Mickey Mouse on their leg." Oh my gosh. Let me tell you, things that I see, even I go like, that is too much. That's just too much, dude. I think if someone does not have a single Disney or Disney related tattoos, I think they are like, well, I guess they do not qualify to be Disney adults. Because you'll be saying, well, how many Disney adults have Disney related tattoos? You would be surprised. You would be surprised. There's a lot. There's like a lot. As an experienced person who has viewed the Disney adults, I am like, what's the no weighing? I am no weighing. I am the guy who goes like, ooh, in the room full of Disney adults. I'm just sharing my experience with you. The no weighing guy. Not the ain't no way. No weighing guy. I have the no weighing. Right? No way. Yeah, no weighing. The Am I the Asshole story where a woman named her kid Elsa and her ex-husband wanted to name his new kid Anna, so she wanted to sue him or something? Oh my god. You see? You see that? That is like galaxy level between me and that person, okay? It's that is like, there's a galaxy between me and them. I am not even close there, dude. I am not even close. Like, I am actually not even close. Oh man, I'm level 5. What's the maximum level though? There's some grandmasters on the cruises. Oh yeah, for sure. I should be on the internet list. You would not like, okay, there's another story I will share with you. It was on the Disney cruise, and it's like the photos, like, you know, there's like the character meetup photo thing, right? We didn't do any of that this time because Luna was old enough and brave enough and confident enough to do the kids club thing. So we just dropped her off there, and then, you know, we had drink and had a nice time. So we, you know, like, just me and Ryan, there's no way we're gonna line up to take photo with characters. You know what I'm saying? But there were many. I say many as not 10 or 20. I say like many as like few hundreds of adults who had no kids, and the photos were for themselves, and they legit cried when they saw the character and was like giving the hug to the character and crying like, oh, I'm so in love with you, woo. And I'm just like, oh my god. I just yep, that's about it. I think that's like, that gotta be like level 80, 85, something along that line. The highest level Disney adults are the ones who buy a house on Disney property. Wait, what do you mean? Like, house in Disney World? Like, buy a house in Disney World? How? There's no house in the Disney World. Unless... Unless there is... What if there's like a basement of all the Disney adults? Oh my gosh, I just thought of the greatest idea. They make like underground condos, and then Disney adults can live there, and then they can go to Disney World through elevators. Oh my god! Bro. Disney owns decent amount around the theme parks. I didn't know that. But I don't see any houses around Disney World. They're like swamps. It exists? Oh. I learned something new. Is it like the basement apartments where they go up to the Disney World with the elevator? Dude, that would be dope. Honestly, I would do that if there's a basement and then I live underground of Disney World. I would freaking live there, and then when Luna gets out of hand, I'll go, okay, girl, here's your pass. Push the button to Disney World button, and I will see you in 5 hours. Golden Oak. Oh. Golden Oak. Golden Oak massage therapy? Excuse me? Oh, Disney Golden Oak. Golden Oak at Disney World Resort. What? Available homes? Was this real? Scroll to learn more. What the hell? This shit is real! Is this April Fool's? Is someone like April fooling me right now? But I wanna... How much are the houses? I just wanna know. This is available homes. What is neighborhoods? What is this? What is this? What is this? It's just houses for people who love Disney? But like, why? So you know your neighbor also likes Disney? I don't get it. Is it close to Disney World? OMG 10 million? No, it gotta be the man. Okay, that's mansion, dude. It's almost 10,000 square feet. It's almost 10,000 square feet. 6 bedrooms, 6 bathroom, 1/2 bathroom. I mean, for the size, I don't think it's all that expensive. I mean, it's expensive, but I think for the size, like 10,000 square feet, brother. Wait, hold on again. Hold your breath. There is a $14.5 million house. Over 10,000 square feet, 10,742 square feet, 7 bedrooms, 7 bathroom, 2/2 bathroom. It's a resale. Oh, what happened? They're not fan of Disney anymore? What the hell? They're insanely expensive, dude! What is 9.999950? It's basically $10 million. Okay, this is insane. It's $10 million for 6,396 square feet. Like the first one, it's 10,000. This one is 6,000. The same price. Why? Is this one like newer or something? Dude, these houses are insanely expensive. Are you kidding me? No one can afford this. $8.9 million. 6,908 square feet. $13.5 million for 8,428 square feet. The fact that this house name, the American Dream, and it has American flag right in front of the house is actually killing me, dude. The American Dream House. Ah, yes. I think if you can afford a house that's $13.5 million, I don't think you... Wait, it's pending! It's pending! That means it's fucking sold? Oh, sorry. I guess you're too poor to even purchase the Disney houses. 9.5, 14.5, 10 mil, 8.9, 13.5. Yup, too poor. Sorry. If you're rich, why don't you just live in a different house? Like, are there houses near Disney World that is not $13.5 million? inclusive of furniture package. Furniture package is required. Well, I guess if you buy a $13.5 million house, you might as well buy the furniture. Because, I mean, how can you put enough furniture to occupy 10,000 square feet? Rich people known for their habit of buying cheap houses. You know, you got a point. I guess if they're rich enough to buy... But who is rich enough to just dish out, like, $13.5 million? Like, literally... Like, I don't know, like, so little amount of people can do that. Like, it's like so little. Those houses are probably vacation homes, too. I die! 'Cause you're right! Dang. Well, I don't know why, but I feel like... I don't know how to describe it. Yo, but you can apply for Disney Premier Visa card, guys. Offer expired. Oh, okay, never mind. I saw like a link. It's like, oh, do you want to buy a house? By the way, do you want a visa? Disney Visa? Huh, well, that was insane. I will let you know when I am in that level of Disney adults, if I ever get to that level. if I ever get to that level, I will let you guys know. I'll be like, yeah, by the way, that $13.5 million house, yep, bought it. Yep, the vacation house, yep. Dude, even if you have $30 million, I don't think you will want to spend $13.5 million on a house. In my opinion. In my humble opinion, I think honestly, in order to buy $15 million house as your vacation house, in my opinion, for me, I would need at least $100 million. I think if I have $100 million, I would be like, yeah, that $50 million house, I will buy it for a vacation house. Hey, you never know. Yeah, where's my 1 million sub, dude? Once I lock down on that 1 million subs on Twitch, we're getting closer to $100 million in my bank account. 1 million subs would not even pay for it. Of course not. But it's a monthly reoccurring revenue. So if I have 1 million subs reoccurring enough time, then I would be able to purchase it. Oh man. Any billionaires in chat? Yeah, instead of buying a house, why don't you just give me a $15 million? Easy. Anyways. How the heck do you know about this? That's crazy. Maybe are you the owner of the American dream, the $13.5 million house? Oh my gosh. I should have not shit talked. I love you. Give me money. Oh man. Anyways. Oh. I will see you guys tomorrow. We're currently at 251 subscribers. Let's get to 49 subscribers before the song ends. Then the rock band streams. Oh gosh. You gotta join the vocal.
I was just waiting for you.
Yeah, I was waiting for you.
Coming out of my cage and I've been doing just fine. Gotta be down because I want it all. It started out with a kiss, how did it end up like this? It was only a kiss, it was only a kiss. Now I'm falling asleep and she's calling a cab. Well, he's having a smoke and she's taking a drag. Now they're going to bed and my stomach is sick and it's all in my head because she's touching his chest. Now he takes off her dress. Now let me go. Hey, it's happy hour. I just can't look. It's killing me.
That's amazing.
It's taking control. It's taking control of me. Jealousy turning saints into the sea, swimming through sick lullabies, choking on your alibis. But it's just the price I pay. Destiny is calling me. Open up my eager eyes, 'cause I'm Mr. Brightside. Hey, tip your waitresses. Do Michael Caine? I don't know if I could do Michael Caine and
No.
sing. Coming out of my cage. I'm coming out of my cage and I've been doing just fine. Gotta be down because I want it all. It started out with a kiss, how did it end up like this? It was only a kiss, smashed away. It was only a kiss. Now I'm falling asleep and she's calling a cab and he's having a smoke. Well, she's taking a drag. Now they're going to bed and my stomach is sick and it's all in my head 'cause she's touching his chest. Now he takes off her dress. Now let me go. Michael Caine is not here right now. I just can't look. It's killing me and taking control. Yeah. Jealousy turning saints into the sea, swimming through sick lullabies, choking on your alibis. But it's just the price I pay. Destiny is calling me. Open up my eager eyes, 'cause I'm Mr. Brightside. Woo! Kate, I think I have less than 1 octave of vocal range. I think I can only hit 6 notes.
Not many have octave actually.
I never
Oh god, I missed.